Jongens, welkom terug tot Elder Scrolls Somerset Part 2. We hebben de intro gedaan. Nou krijgen we dadelijk wat te horen wat er allemaal aan de hand is. En dan hopelijk vanuit daar gaan we verder. Het is niet voor het publiek. Jawel. En deze blauwe ben ik zelfs bij geel. Op mij heb ik rood. Hier heb ik een beetje gedaan, maar ik heb niet alles gedaan. Want als ik naar hier ga bijvoorbeeld, zal ik naar de helft gaan.
What do you want?
Praise we now, Mara, O goddess of love. Bless us with children, our mother above. Praise we now, Zarxus, transcribes us all.
You there! I have a... Damn it, why won't this work?
Did you see a golden knight?
I have no idea what that was, and I'm not sure I want to know.
Oké, we gaan eerst de koningin opzoeken. Dat zal ongetwijfeld wel de leuren zijn.
Sentry! Raz owes you for that game of cards and has come to pay.
Well, I don't recall any... you say I won some gold?
Don't you remember? Raz always pays his debts, and he always buys the drinks.
Gold and drinks? Well, my relief should be along soon, so why not?
So we need to speak with the queen. Okay. Let's go, give it a like or subscribe to my channel. You help me out with it. Okay. Nou, we hebben niet veel hier. Oh, hier beneden. Undercraft, oké. Wood elves, 4 male, 3 female. All claim to be Dominion citizens. Once they lived in Somerset for more than a year, moved to preparation cells. Khajiit, 7 males, 9 females, all claim Dominion. Okay, this day they're kidnapping people, random. Okay. Let's read. I read that already some time ago. The royal lineage, I know that story. The Agonian made of oral tradition, okay. Ik lees dit allemaal, dus als jullie dit niet willen, dan kan eventjes duren. Oké, ja, nee, dat, ja. Voor mij moeten wij daar, oké, dus we hebben nog niet. 5 Following Somerset Legend Chronicle. Ancestors, equal, we high elves choose to walk within the glorious. Those who went before us, we are the golden and powerful. Just others like the dark elves betrayed our ways, were cursed for their impunity. They play here as false god and mock about the ash. And they are current allies with the wood elves. So the high elves are alone, okay. Fuck them. It's true that the follower are gods, however. Ja, ik weet niet. De meningen was. Nullenband, die kennen we, ja, van de Mage Guild, klopt. Some call the wise and the learned, other consider them as the finest magical minds. In Somerset Isles, though many have fucking smashed their stakes like... Okay. Ja, doe maar zo. Niks. Hij is gratis. One who watched may each my days be worthy of scripts in his tombs. Okay. Dezelfde als net, dezelfde als net. Surveying of the web spinner north of Temple. Yeah, they have a lot of books here that goes to the Ebonheart Pact, the Red Alliance. I think they got somewhere in this room blue ones, so they're complaining a lot. Okay, then I think this is the blue section or not? Yep. Ook al gehad, deze printer practice, private practice. Divine, wat hebben we al gehad. Een nickel. Divine words of power, closing the against the what was it? It's yeah, investigation. Ja, nou, die heb ik al van, maar ja, die ook. Oké, dat is duidelijk een complot hier. Wat ik al zei. Oké, ze zijn dus niet met Queen Aaron eens. Oké, dat is duidelijk, maar het is ook een beetje extreem dit. Wauw.
What's the matter with you? Get out of here.
No, not now, please. Your spiritual well-being can wait until after my nap. You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldork brought with him. They deal with all the newcomer testing and evaluations. I'm just a simple monk trying to catch up on my sleep. That was a hint, by the way. Again with the questions about the newcomers. Why do you care about the complexities of Altma bureaucracy? Still, if I had to make a guess, I'd say they were taking into the Undercroft for registration and processing. Now go away.
Dat is alles wat ik wil weten.
You'll have to... Aldork Tilkala arrived right after the Queen. The Aldork and his monks keep to themselves. The monastery should be a place of peace and meditation.
Ja, oké.
Unusual knick-knack for an Aldork's office, wouldn't you agree? I noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. I suppose we both came to the monastery with a similar purpose in mind.
Is dit niet die vrouw die net bij het strand stond? Jezus, ze lijken allemaal op elkaar, die HL's. Het is net één grote Turkenfamilie.
The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well? A house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp, and it shouldn't be locked to the public either. Interesting. I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it intriguing and a bit disturbing. But we aren't here to discuss curios. Strange creatures notwithstanding. We need to find out what's happening with the missing newcomers. The sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. Let's just agree that we both have our methods. Curious, but I feel that there's more going on in Shimmerine than the usual That's the question, my cautious friend. We have a newly appointed Aldork and a disgruntled kin lady, both opposed to the Queen's decree. What's their connection to the missing newcomers? I was about to explore the Undercroft. Care to join me? A curious pearl. I wonder where the Aldork acquired it. Probably not important. I'll meet you in the underground. Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic. Cages? These people did nothing to deserve such treatment. There's someone alive over there. See if you can help her.
Thank the divines! You aren't one of the monks. Please, let me out of here. It's a nightmare. We came to Somerset to seek new opportunities. We barely stepped off the ship when they marched us to the monastery. Instead of questioning us or the usual high elf bureaucracy, they locked us in these cages. The monks gathered them a few moments ago and took them through the door on the far side of the chamber. Please, let me out of here before they take me away like the others.
Is that a scoffin?
Oh, thank you for setting me free.
Alleen haar? Oké. Jij mag niet, buddy.
A Daedra. Here? And that's a scoffin, if I remember my Daedric recitations correctly. Very curious. An excellent question, and one I hope to find the answer to. From the evidence before us, it appears this Nord killed the Scoffin before he succumbed to his own wounds. Good for him. I found this key on the creek, then I suggest we pick up the pace. We need to determine what's actually happening down here, and who's behind all this. Without answers to those... I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to hurry.
Oké. Gewoon de chef, we moeten die kant op.
More newcomers? Unfortunately, the magic only affects those who have been prepared. But never fear, your turn will...
Daedric cultists? I'll deal with the pearl. You hold off these creatures. Pearl's magic attracts these creatures. Hold them off while I complete my spell.
Kijk wie er eerlijk klaar is, jongen. Ah, gekke beesten dit.
Come on, let's talk outside.
Ach, daar is Queen, dat was nou wel hè.
Those poor people. This wasn't just about newcomers and opposing the Queen's decree. That was Daedric magic back there. I just wish we had arrived a few moments earlier. I promised to explain what I know. I suppose that now's as good a time as any. I'm a member of the Psijic Order. Our Right Master sent me to investigate a warning we received about a plot involving Somerset. My inquiries led me here. The Psijic Order is an ancient magical monastic society. We served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, but that was before we removed our island home from the world. Now this threat has drawn us back. But why are you involved in all of this? An Eye of the Queen? Interesting. I diffused the Daedric magic and transported the pearl to Artaeum, the Psijic island for safekeeping and study, so we can learn more about it. But we can discuss this further once we get out of here.
So
Living on Artaeum for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
I suppose the divine...
Queen Irene promised me.
Pardon?
Ah, this one's new partner returns. What interesting scandal did you uncover in the monastery? Tell Raz every juicy detail. That isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder, Daedric rituals, and traitorous behavior have a way of ruining an otherwise perfect day. We need to learn the extent of the Kin Lady's involvement. And by we, Raz means you. Accuse? Not exactly. Raz wants you to talk to her. See what she knows about the Oldar. The Kin Lady is meeting with local leaders. Attend that meeting and learn the truth. This invitation and set of elegant clothes will get you through the door. A Sijik? Raz has heard rumors, but there are always rumors about the Siegiks. For an island of sages who disappeared more than 300 years ago, they certainly seem to get around. Did this Siegik There was a life-sucking pearl. You should probably have led with that bit of information. Well, we can worry about the Sigic mage and figure out where these pearls came from later. For now, go see what the kin lady...
Praise we now Mara, goddess of love. Bless us with children, our mother above. Praise we now
Yes? And who might you be? The kin lady is currently engaged. She's holding a conference with Shimmerine's elite to discuss certain political matters. Yes. So you do. And may I say that your outfit is suitably elegant. Please, head into the garden.
Ja, mogen we naar binnen?
We all have concerns regarding the Queen's decree. I assure you that I am working with all Dark Takala to safeguard the sanctity of Shimmerine and all of Somerset. Enjoy the food and drink. Business of the city requires my attention, but I shall rejoin you shortly.
Another newcomer. Ink has barely dried on the Queen's decree, and there are already more of you than I can count. I look forward to hearing how the kin lady and new Aldark plan to protect Somerset's interests. Does it? Perhaps. The newcomers are different. They understand neither Altma society nor the rules of protocol and etiquette. Makes my job as an officer of the Divine Prosecution more difficult. I just hope the new Aldark really has a plan. The Divine Prosecution serves as Somerset's premier lawkeepers. We enforce secular and religious law, making sure that all social and cultural rules are adhered to. The fact that you didn't know that proves the Aldark's concerns are justified. Well, don't really know the new Aldark all that. Wait a moment. I don't know who you are, and I'm not sure I like the tenor of your questions. Perhaps you should move along before I forget this is a social gathering and that I'm not on...
A newcomer, here in the Kin Lady's garden, and during her latest rant on the dangers of the Queen's decree? Oh, that's just grand. I really can't wait to see her expression when she finally notices your presence. Am I? Some probably see it that way. What do I care? I'm the Canon Reeve of Shimmerine. Kin Lady Avanice may outrank me, but I'm the one who keeps the city's bureaucracy functioning smoothly. It's what I do. What were we talking about again? Complain, most likely. My cousin excels at that. I'm a cannon reeve, my dear.
Dan ben ik niet echt blij.
How bold of you. The Neberard dares to stand in my holy presence. Very well, bold Neberard. What can the new Aldark of Shimmerine do for you? And please, try not to bore me or spray any spittle on my spotless vestments. You heard that somewhere, did you? I'll have to have a discussion with the Divine Prosecution about how lax our security has become. No, I jest. The Kin Lady and I have nothing but the best interests of Somerset and the... You really are well informed about things here in Shimmerine, aren't you? For a Neberard. You're right, where are my manners? Using a word you couldn't possibly be expected to understand. That's a serious accusation to toss around so casually. What did you say your name was again? I want to make sure to add it to the Divine Prosecution's observation log. For your own protection, you understand. I suddenly remembered some business I need to deal with as well. Feel free to pester the other guests in my absence.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
How dare you barge into my home without so much as a by your leave? No, I refuse to deal with one of the Queen's guests, especially not in my own home. How did you get in here, by the way? No, never mind that. Since you found your way in, I assume you can find your way back out, before I call the guards. Such innocence. You really want to know why I oppose the Queen's order to allow newcomers to enter Somerset? Because I'm trying to protect both the island and the newcomers. It's in everyone's best interest that we maintain a separation. Aldark Tilkala came highly recommended. He has grand plans for protecting Shimmerine. Grand plans. Unfortunately, in my haste to deal with the Queen's decree, I may have made an error in judgment. Not that it's any concern of yours, but my Chancellor has been unable to verify the Aldark's existence prior to when we met, and I recommended him for the position at the monastery. I assure you, Kin Lord Millenthal praised Tilkala to no end. That's preposterous. Aldark Tilkala sequesters the newcomers to ascertain their suitability for life in Somerset. Those who pass will find a place here. As for the rest, they'll be returned to wherever they came from. That's what we agreed to.
My lady, one of the monks said to deliver this message. It's from the Aldark himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Aldark's explanation.
Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the King Lady's manor. Raz thinks Avanis is as naive as she is complicit, but she's not a murderer. This new Oldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimmerin. The Coral Forest? A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the Oldark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later. Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my...
I'm glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Oldark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the Queen. I am Valserin of the Sijic Order, and I agree that the Oldark is more than a simple monk.
We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately, to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.
Lightning crashed upon the sea, wind howled with the swells. I strained to reach her glistening hand, but into the depths she fell. Upon the beach I wander still, to gaze out at the sea. Hope to see her shining face, smiling back at me. My star-eyed bride of Alan, whose last words were my name. My star-eyed bride of Alenor, I still weep from the shame. My star-eyed bride of Alenor, lost in storm and spray. My star-eyed bride of Alenor.
Mara, an adventurer? Oh, praise you, Mara, for hearing my prayers. Please, newcomer, I'm desperate for help. My son, Arathel, has gone missing. No one will tell me what happened to him. Yes, I'm sorry. The last time I saw him, he was agitated, scared. I asked him what was wrong, but he left without a word. The guards arrived later. They said he turned himself in, that he was involved in a plot to kill our Sapiarch, Icantar. No, he vanished. They say he escaped. Can you believe it? Why would he turn himself in only to escape a few hours later? They're hiding some... You have a... No. Some do, yes.
Nou, laten we gewoon eerst deze doen, hè.
This manor is closed by order of the Divine Prosecution, so I'll keep this brief. Who are you and what do you want? Aye, Surabane's ring, will I never be rid of that hen? Look, turning away grieving mothers brings me no satisfaction, but this situation is delicate. The Divine Prosecution does not lose prisoners. Ever. Certainly not frightened children like Arathel. Not here, clearly. You really do mean to track him down, don't you? Fine. When we took Arathel into custody, he was only carrying... Our draftsman drew up a few copies for distribution to the... It seems he is... This... So you would ask...
Oh, wacht. Oh my god. Waarom? Kijk weer helemaal terug. Daisy. Come, Daisy. Bloed.
Not too sure about
Daisy.
that Miralon guy yet.
Bloed. Daar, daar. Hier.
Thought we was after the Sapiarch.
Daar.
Not sure
Nee,
I
daar.
signed up
Hier.
for this.
Hier. Nee, kijk dan. Hier. Hier. Nee. Hier. Schelen. Kijk hier. Hier. Ja, dat is niet goed, hè. Dan is het pijn. Ik denk dat hier nog ergens glas ligt, Daisy. Ja. Oh, mijn been ligt open. Kom. Ja, nou is goed. Nee, nou is goed. Kom. Dit is even terug.
These potions really stink.
Listen round, I've a warning to sound. The sundering, if you were wondering, when the heavens...
Divines, save me.
Estri was a traitor and deserved to be put down.
Is je goed nou? Even kijken. Is je goed? Is je opgeknapt? Is je weer geheeld? Denk het wel. Wacht even deze. Ah. Sorry.
An eye to their blundering. It's tempting to jest about this.
This one wishes she never came to this land of Ah, for that one you must go upstairs. The hooded.
To the doom drum sound, you'll learn what the corpse god wrought. Finimac didn't know with his final blow just how badly he'd been caught.
I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm working. So, jog on.
Is a lesson you best heed.
It didn't instruct you to do anything. That note was meant for someone else. Of course, you already know that. So, should I reach for my knife, or are we going to make nice? Huh. So, Talarian and his lackeys haven't found him either, huh? Color me surprised. I tried to help the kid, but if he didn't even find my note, he's in worse trouble than I thought. You carry yourself well. Maybe Mother can use you. Yeah, the Mother of Rats is our matriarch. She shelters us outcasts and misfits. Loves us, even. In her way. If you aim to help Arethel, she'll want to meet you first. There's an entrance to the sewers down by the docks. Just follow the rats. Name's Edgar... that's a question for Mother. Speaking of...
Seems like such a nice city above.
For the greater good. Just keep saying it.
All this work will be worth it someday. I hope.
One day we'll stick to that Sapiarch.
Worse than a rift in Tavern here.
Glad we finally got organized. Maybe now we'll get something done.
Let's go talk to the mother of rats.
Well, well, you made it. You'll forgive me if I don't stand to greet you. I have a thing about social niceties. My spies told me you were coming, but neglected to say why. You're a recent arrival to the Isle, yes? Ah, Arathel, the reluctant idealist. Yes, I know a bit. He's a friend of ours. I heard he was in a spot of trouble, so I sent a few of my children to collect him. We had nothing to do with it. That boy has run afoul of some very dangerous people, and they're not about to let him go. Arathel's a valuable commodity down here. He's young, impressionable, and most importantly, he has access to the Sapiarch. Well, he wasn't lying. A rival of mine, Miralon, swept Arathel away from us, lured him in with promises of adventure, convinced him that killing the Sapiarch would start a revolution. Of course, the boy got cold feet. Now they have him.
So you okay.
No, but I know someone who does. I sent one of my children to keep an eye on Miralon's operation. A Khajiit named Zonhai. He'll know where the boy's kept. Explore the tunnels west of here. You'll find Zonhai, or more likely, he'll find you.
Miralon's a recent arrival. He's not an Aprax or an ouster, but he tries to act the part. I've twisted more arms than I can count, trying to find out where he's from. So far, because killing the Sapiarchs will provoke that elusive revolution we're all supposed to be pining for. The Sapiarchs, the Divine Prosecution, the Ascendants. Of course not. I'm the mother of rats. You know that already. Are you looking for an autobiography or something? Speak plainly. That's fair, I guess. I'm what the Clods and the Kinhouses call an Apraxic, an elf criminal. There are other High Elf misfits called ousters, but the fortunes of an Apraxic are a little more severe. I forged a document. Well, the ensuing dispute sent 43 Mer to the funeral pyre. It was a patent of lineage, you see. Kinlords take that sort of thing very seriously. Insufferable. Anyway, they shattered my Callion, my Praxic talisman, and sent me packing.
You are welcome to join us here if you wish. It may not look like much, but what it lacks in style, it makes up for in kindness and freedom.
Sapiarch will loosen his grip on us, or we will make him.
These potions really stink. Wonder what's in.
Smells worse than the Rifted Tavern in here.
Was after the Sapio. I'm sure I signed up for this.
Spread out!
All this work will be worth it someday.
Oh, verkeerd. Ik swap hem te ver. Oh. Dat is nadeel. En daarom speel ik nooit zo.
This is for the greater good. Just keep saying that.
Son, he does not wish to fight you, Walker. But he will if he must. You will speak your business, yes? If you were a friend to these Black Wake thugs, you would already know. This one will tell you what he found, but you must act quickly. Miralon plucked Arathel from his cell and brought him here. He means to bend the boy's mind, I think. He claimed the caverns ahead. But the way is guarded by more Blackwake warriors, and worse. This elf is more than he seems, Walker. He is a spellweaver who consorts with Daedra. If you aim to rescue Arathel, you will have to deal with Miralon. Hedani was taken in by the Blackwake's lies. The Mother of Rats sent me to spy on Miralon. If Miralon...
Glad we finally got organized. Maybe now we'll get something done.
Not too sure about that Miralon guy yet.
Thought we was after the Sapiarch. Not sure I signed up for this. This is for the greater good. Just keep saying that. Not too sure about that Miralon guy yet.
The
Seems like such a nice city above.
On us.
It's not down here. Glad we finally got organized. Maybe now we'll get something done.
These potions really stink. Wonder what's in them.
Okay.
All this work will be worth it someday. I hope.
So the Rat Queen sends her vermin to destroy me. Come then!
The Sapiarch will loosen his grip on us. Or we will make him.
Thought we was after the Sapiarch. Not sure I signed up for this.
Worse than the lifted cabinet.
Seems like such a nice city above. It's just not down here. No.
Smells worse than the rifted tablet here.
All this work will be worth it someday. I hope.
This is for the greater good. Just keep saying that.
Don't hurt me! Wait, you're not one of them, are you? Sorry, as soon as I saw an opening, I took off running. I didn't even see that drop. Honestly, I'm lucky to be alive. For the moment, at least. My mother is... Oh, that's two mothers that will want my head. All right, I'll follow. At a distance. I've had enough excitement for one lifetime.
Easy, guardsmen. This boy's under our protection.
All of you, quiet! Have a word with our mutual friend, Talarian. If you want the truth, that is.
So, it's you. When you didn't return, I assumed you had abandoned your search. What are you doing here? Ah, the oft-used "a wizard made me do it" defense. It's an excuse I've heard before. Many, many times. Do you have proof, or is this all fanciful conjecture? It seems this Miralon played a role in a much wider conspiracy. Troubling. I will take this to my superiors. As for the boy, he can go...
So, you found our lost sheep. Well done. As you can see, I sent for Arathel's mother. She won't speak to me, of course, but she seems appreciative enough. Perhaps this will be a teachable moment for the both of them. One can hope, I suppose. Difficult to say. The fact that he's been fraternizing with Apraxix won't reflect well on him. But at least you proved he's not a murderer. That's something, right? You've done far more than rescue a stray high elf, Karam. Take this, and my thanks.
Take notice, sewer dwellers. I know where you are. Keep your affairs in order, or our next encounter will be far less pleasant.
Thank you so much for finding Arathel. Bless you.
Oh, I think I might want to be an adventurer too.
No, you've had quite enough adventure for one lifetime.
This...
One of Somerset's more unique environments, the Coral Forest. I used to love coming here when I was growing up. We need to find out whether Aldark asked Kinlady Avanice. Based on what we saw in the monastery's undercroft, I'm hesitant to use magic to locate them. I suppose we'll have to find them through mundane means. Too bad the Queen's spy isn't here.
You know nothing of the plan, you fool. Let me give you a taste of what the Prince of Bargains has in store for this pitiful world.
Your prince! I want no part of Daedra! Help!
Oh.
Come, never.
I'll go after the king.
Let me.
You deal
Yagra.
with the old.
Wat zei je? Dat was het. Wauw.
Razumdar apprehended the Kin Lady. They're at the west edge of the Coral Forest. What happened to Aldark Tilkalar? Did he escape? I think we can conclude that Tilkalar wasn't actually an Oldark. At least, not with his connection to the Prince of Bargain's Clavicus Vial. Strange magic and creatures. You'd be surprised what a particular object can reveal if you know how to unlock its secrets. I need to return and tell Rightmaster Ikesis all that transpired here. If you're willing, I'd like you to come to Artaeum and confirm my story. The Rightmaster. One more adjustment and there! You are now attuned. Find me on Artaeum after you finish with the Eye of the Queen.
Ah, Five Claw. Queen Irene will be disappointed that the King Lady of Shimmerine allowed a false Oldark to murder so many newcomers. Such a scandal makes other travelers uneasy about coming here, yes? The Prince of Bargains. That could only be Clavicus Vial. What oblivion-inspired nest of vipers has Raz stumbled into? This one has... The Sijic Order's interest in all of this concerns Razumdar. This one has never had much love of magic, or those that practice the art. On the other hand, now Raz has his own person on the inside. An Eye of Raz, if you will, yes? Then you must
You're
go
very
to our
funny,
day
Raz.
and
You're
discover
very
what
funny.
the Sijics have learned. When you return, you can...
Oh my god, wat hier echt.
Have you come to gloat? To kick me while I wallow in my own misery? Well, go ahead. I deserve it. I met him at Kinlord Millenthal's party in Eleanor. We had similar ideas about the Queen's decree, and I recommended that he lead the monastery. Somerset isn't a stew pot, and the various races aren't ingredients to be What a hate!
Wat do we have here? Fish. En dan gaan we gewoon dit maken, fish sticks.
You there! I do say, you there! I must say, I've just had the most dreadful day. First, my betrothed runs off with some wood elf, and then she manages to get kidnapped by werewolves. At this rate, my reputation may never recover. To think Nirelin would put me in... In all honesty, I'd rather leave her in this cave. She's certainly earned such a fate. But if word got out that I left her to die, or if she managed to escape and actually marry that wood elf, suffice to say, I simply can't just leave her. Certainly not risk my life, if that's what you're implying. You know, you have the look of a ruffian. Do you know how long I feel as though... Oh, well, of course. Excuse me.